I'm Matthew Croft, content producer at insuranceinvestor.com. Today, I'm here with Greg Davies, behavioural economist at Oxford Risk. Greg will be taking part in a head-to-head debate at our Insurance Investor Virtual DAC 2021 Summit in May. So we thought we'd bring him in to give us a little flavour of what he's all about and what we're going to discuss on the day of the debate.
So I'm Greg Davies. I'm head of Behavioural Finance for Oxford Risk, which is a spin-out of Oxford University, but we essentially build software for the financial services industry to help people make better financial decisions.
How best can we effectively manage investment psychology within the investment decision-making process for more successful outcomes?
I mean, the interesting thing about investment outcomes is traditionally, of course, there's a lot of finance theory that goes behind this and says, here is the technically right way to construct a portfolio. We need to maximize risk-adjusted returns, and there's all sorts of tools and techniques for getting there. What that completely forgets is that the right answer in terms of the right portfolio is not enough to get you to a good investment outcome.
Yeah.
You also have to stick with that through all of the emotional ups and downs of that journey.
Yeah.
So the behavioral aspect of making people comfortable enough to invest in the first place and comfortable enough not to dabble with that too much, to stick with their investment process, is at least as important as any of the number crunching that goes into building a portfolio.
How can we best manage the decision-making process of a professional investor?
For a professional investor, though, I think the solution is much less around trying to comfort someone. It is much more about how you would set about building a deliberate investment process that means that it still allows their intuition and their gut feel and their emotion to play a role in the decision making, but it always does so in a controlled way so that the harmful effects of the emotion are mitigated, whereas the informational signals of the information are improved. So the huge difference, of course, between the professional investor and the individual investor is the professional investor has to invest and has to trade, whereas the individual investor has this huge bonus of being able to just get in and leave it alone.
Yeah.
And that means for the individual investor, your primary goal is make people comfortable doing as little as possible while they're invested. And for the professional investor, it's how do I help you to make ongoing decisions in what is an otherwise stressful world? And that is primarily about process.
How does ESG fit into the management of investment psychology?
You know what? Money is a means. It's not an end. And you can argue that people are making money in order to do things for themselves and for others with that money. And we should keep the two separate. First make the money, then do something with it. But the fascinating thing about social investing and ESG investing is it says, actually, I can start to bring the ends into the means. While I'm making this money to do for all sorts of other things, I can actually start to also satisfy my non-financial objectives.
Yeah.
My end objective is not just a number. It's not just a pound amount. It is also the emotional returns I get from doing good in the world. It is also the social returns that I can achieve. And so the ESG thing is, how do we start to build portfolios where we're taking a more human look at what portfolio returns are, and we recognize that every pound I earn comes with an emotional label attached.
Yeah.
And those emotional labels are not just to be discarded. They are genuinely valuable. And if I can earn someone a pound that they know is doing good in the world and aligned to their values, that is a more valuable pound to them than the pound that's just money.
How do you use behavioural profiling to hyper-personalise the communication between an advisor and their clients?
Well, this is where I think the really exciting future is, because this isn't just hand-wavy behavioural science. We need to make it practical. And the way we make it practical is first we build technology. We build digital tools to assess financial personality. But once we have those measures, we plug it into CRM systems, into digital delivery mechanisms that mean that I can start to personalize what I put in front of every person, given what I know about their profile. So it's digital, it's data-driven, because I want the system to be responding in real time. If I know someone's portfolio has dropped significantly in the last 2 days, if I know this person is a low composure individual, a high impulsivity individual, I know also that they have logged in over the weekend to check the value of their portfolio.
Yeah.
That set of information is stuff that a human could find out about someone and, okay, I'll pick up the phone to talk to so-and-so. But if I've got 200 clients, what I want is to use behaviorally driven technology to be able to flag to me, your client number 12, pick up the phone and talk them off the ledge now.
Yeah.
So you can start to use this combination of behavioral design, data analytics, and digital technologies in order to start taking all these grand behavioral ideas that we've got and making them really practical at scale.
Hear more from Greg Davies at Insurance Investor Virtual DAC 2021 on the 12th of May. Register to attend the 3-day summit for free at dac.insuranceinvestorlive.com.